Catholic Mass, it's time to go back on Sunday. Now, when I say it's time to go back to Mass on Sunday, I don't mean everyone, because some people have legitimate reasons not to go. For example, those people who have underlying health conditions, they might have a reason not to go. Who else? Those people who care for those people. They may have a reason not to attend Mass on Sunday. Others, those who have COVID-19, obviously, or those who are displaying physical symptoms that resemble COVID-19 and haven't got tested, or those people who have been in contact with those who have had COVID-19 and don't know if they have it themselves. I mean, there's many different reasons why a person might have a legitimate reason not to attend Mass on Sunday. Okay, that being said, here's the punchline, okay? Generally speaking, it's time for us to go back to Mass on Sunday. Look, my friends, if we can drop our kids off at school and then pick them up, it's time to go to Mass with them on Sunday. If we can go to a restaurant, we can go to Mass on Sunday. If we are going to movie theaters, if our kids are involved with extracurricular activity like hockey, soccer, dance, with social distancing measures in place, it's time to go back to Mass on Sunday. If we have resumed some sort of public life with social distancing measures in place, but we're not attending Mass on Sunday that has the same social distancing measures, then the problem isn't COVID-19. The problem is our faith. We've lost perspective. We need to go back to Mass on Sunday because why? Because God deserves to be worshiped. And if we stop worshiping God, then disorder enters into our life. So if we're standing in line for Starbucks, if we're going to movie theaters, if we are going to the grocery store with social distancing measures in place, my friends, hey, it's time to get back to Mass on Sunday. Now, I can hear some people say, but I can't get in. I want to go, but I can't get on that list. It's too full. What am I supposed to do? Can you drive somewhere else? If you can't get into your local parish for whatever reason, maybe it's just packed and you can't get on that list, can you drive somewhere else? Are you willing to drive an hour to go to Mass on Sunday? How about this? Are you willing to drive 2 hours to go to Mass on Sunday? Now, some might roll their eyes and like, hey, that's a long time. It's going to take up my whole day, basically. Look, God has given 7 days of the week. He only asked for one back. Sunday is the Lord's day. It's not our day. Surely we can make time to go and worship Him through the holy sacrifice of the Mass. It may be true that we can't get into our local parish. I get that. But can we get to another one? Look at a map, draw a circle, 2-hour radius. Surely there's a Mass within 2 hours on Sunday that you could get into. See, we've fallen into this idea that faith should be easy. We got to fight for our faith. Going to Mass is something worth fighting for. You go back earlier in this area, about 100 years ago, 1920, it was common for the people in this area to take an hour to travel to go to Mass. In summer on horse and buggy, and in winter on horse and sleigh. My grandparents did this. They sacrificed time to get to Mass. And now we got it so easy. We really dislike sacrificing for our faith, don't we? I mean, think about how hard it would actually be to drive 2 hours. It's pretty simple and easy compared to 100 years ago on horse and buggy or horse and sleigh. We got freeways. We got air conditioning when it's too hot. When it's too cold, we got heat. We got DVD players and screens in the back to keep the kids occupied. I mean, it's easy. And the whole point of this is simply to say, if we've resumed public life with social distancing measures in place, there's no reason why we should not be attending the holy sacrifice of the Mass, even if we have to drive 2 hours on Sunday to find one. Am I out to lunch? Am I crazy? Comment below. Let me know your thoughts. I just think that God deserves to be worshipped. This is the precept of the church to go to Mass on Sunday. Now, some are saying, well, you pull out the dispensation card. My bishop said I don't have to go to Mass on Sunday. Yes, I know. Okay, I know that. But those dispensations should not be abused. If we have no legitimate reason not to go, then tear up that card. Why do we always seek to do the bare minimum when it comes to our faith? Imagine my wife. I go to her, Janelle, and say, Janelle, how little can I love you before I lose you? I mean, sometimes we treat our faith this way. What's the bare minimum that I can get away with before I lose God? Love doesn't ask that question. Selfishness does. So my friends, let's fight for our faith. Let's go to Mass on Sunday. Let's do the right thing and worship God. My name is Ken Uzinski from CatholicSpeaker.com. Thanks for watching. Thank you so much, friends, for watching this video. Remember to hit that subscribe button and bell so that YouTube has to notify you of our next video. And share this video on Facebook. Let's spread the good news of our Catholic faith. And thank you so much to our Patreon members who have allowed us to make these videos possible. You guys are amazing.